Shaheen Shah Afridi, he's out there now. He'll have an idea of the pace of this pitch, what he's going to bowl on it. Naseem Shah, Abbas Afridi, those are your three seamers. Imad Wasim to bowl his left arm spin. Iftikhar can bowl his off spin. Shadab, of course, the leg spinner.
A very small sample set here at this ground in terms of the T20I game. Only 3 T20Is have been held here, as the games in Dublin have tended to gravitate across to Malahide, the other a little bit further up the northern coast, that beautiful ground in the village.
That's virtually on one leg. It's a one-legged six. It's a short boundary straight, but it's still got to get there.
Yeah, it's the shortest part of the ground by a distance today. It's come in, well, what, 5 or 6 meters in from the actual perimeter of the ground, because you've got the grounds covers, the advertising hoardings, and then the rope has to have that distance in play. Alan Border famously hit, I think it was 34 from an Angus Dunlop over in a touring game. Might have been back in 1993 at this venue. Shaheen Shah Afridi shows that when you do hit it straight here, like Border did all those years ago off the off breaks of Angus Dunlop, you get good reward. Big strike for 6. But Wilco, because of that small sample set, there hasn't been many games played here, and they've tended to all be low scoring. That being said, the one big chase that was achieved, it was by Ireland against Zimbabwe, hunting down 152 with 9 deliveries to spare. So they don't want to chase much more than 170. That might put it out of reach. 10 deliveries left for Pakistan to work with.
Yeah, Barry McCarthy will try and use the fast bowler's mentality here against Shaheen Shah Afridi, in the sense that he'll know that anything up and Shaheen will have a go at it. So he's going to try and tempt him with some short stuff here. By nature, Shaheen doesn't like the short stuff. He'd rather go lean into, he'd rather get down the pitch to the ball, and he loves this leg side. Bowled into the surface again. And the fact that Shaheen is so tall gives the bowler an advantage, because he can pitch it short because he is so tall.
Yeah, and I think McCarthy's certainly identified he's not going to be going slower ball again, is he? He's got to go on pace. And it's the first over he's bowled from this end, bowling down the hill with the wind, if you will, as well. He did the hard yards for his first 3 overs. The figures don't look pretty today, but it doesn't really tell his story, does it? He's been everywhere in the field, McCarthy. He's in many ways coming into his own as one of Ireland's real talisman under the captaincy, the permanent captaincy now of Paul Stirling in the white ball stuff. He's got 2 deliveries left.
Bowled. Shaheen's looking to the square leg umpire to say, well, you know, is that wide? It's not.
I think he's pleading with both umpires. The reason why, it was definitely outside the guideline, but in fairness to Mark Hawthorne, I think he's made the right decision, because there was a significant shuffle across pre-ball from Afridi to try and target the leg side, to hit it towards the pavilion here in Clontarf. So as a consequence, the umpire should adjust his guideline. It was outside the guideline from McCarthy, but he gets away with a 4th dot in the over. He'll just have 1 ball left to try and close out his spell. Pakistan, it's hovering around that 170, isn't it?
Yeah, well, at the toss, Babar Azam said 180. He's looking at 180. That's what he likes. Shaheen goes big over deep mid-wicket. 6 big runs for Shaheen.
Gets us to the end of the 19th. It's 163 for 6.
One over to go. 163 on the board for Pakistan, put into bat by Paul Stirling, Ireland's umpire. Ireland's captain. The umpires have been in mortal danger.
Well, I think the talk coming into the series with the small boundary lengths, particularly down the ground, was of an absolute run fest. Don't think Ireland will be too displeased with how they've done. 6 deliveries left in the first innings.
That is a top edge over fine leg for 6.
This is where you have to feel for a bowler. Not done a huge amount wrong here. That boundary towards fine leg, as that one's gone, well, it can't be more than, what, 50 metres, can it? And he's just got it up and over. Craig Young is up in the circle, right on the edge of it. Maybe just the line a touch wrong. Needs to get it outside off. Good innovation. And it's back-to-back maximums. The last ball of the 19th, the first of the 20th. That 180's back on the cards.
Yeah, it is. Mark Adair with his final over. Iftikhar. Oh, he's getting the wide. The umpire has said wide.
That can't be the line that Mark Adair is intending to bowl here, Alan. Surely he's got to get it outside the off stump, particularly given the strength of Ahmed with that bottom hand that comes through so effectively. Such an impactful innings from him. 26 off 11. Fakhar Zaman just struggled to get going a bit. Ahmed's made it up for him. Big final 5 deliveries, these.
Makes a little bit of room, and that extra room makes it easier to play that shot through third. It's 4.
And now the double-digit overs are coming with ease, aren't they, for Pakistan? They're getting that flourish despite losing wickets with some regularity in the second half of this innings. They are counter-effecting that with plenty of runs. And 180 is almost guaranteed now. Adair, so often Ireland's hero at the death. Well, he's under the pump now. 11 from 2 legal deliveries and still 4 to go. Ahmed, a sparkling knock.
Iftikhar. Massive blow over square leg. 6 big runs from Iftikhar.
Well, this is a cameo that could be a game-changing cameo. Is it a game-winning one from Iftikhar Ahmed? His strike rate soaring up towards 300. He's gone 6-4-6 from 3 legal deliveries, interspersed by a wide. Well, it was a very friendly off-cutter, wasn't it? Sized up. You felt like he was expecting that was coming, and smashed away. The crowd that maybe is supporting Ireland and Pakistan in equal measure, if not possibly favouring the visitors. They're loving every second of this. 24 degrees, runs and wickets aplenty. What's not to love on a Friday afternoon?
Yeah, I know, but if you mark a day, you're worried. You're worried because you've got to finish this final over. Bowled. Oh, he's got to be out. Hit the stumps, he can't hit them. Shaheen was in all kinds of trouble. He was halfway down the pitch. He'd given up the chase. All that Mark Adair had to do was roll the ball onto the stumps.
Well, I just want to give great credit here to Harry Tector. He saved a run as well. It was almost too easy, wasn't it, for Adair to affect the run out. But Tector was very alive to the fact that the throw might be coming, and he ran 25, 30 yards maybe to cut off the overthrow. Maybe Ahmed wouldn't have taken it anyway. He wants the strike from these final now 2 deliveries.
Looking for the Yorker again, beautifully bowled. Mark Adair chases himself. See, more often than not, the Yorker is the ball where even the informed batter can't score from. It's the most difficult to bowl consistently, but it's the ball that stops runs.
And a little bit of hindsight in two to 3 overs have maybe gone into the ascendancy again. They've got past that 180 that Captain Babar Azam wanted. Anything now from Shaheen Shah Afridi is a bonus. Here comes the final delivery of the first innings.
Shaheen does a little bit of a waltz after the ball. Iftikhar doesn't want to go back for the second. Shaheen wanted it, so a single off the last ball. And Pakistan